All right, what is going on, beautiful people? Hey, this is your boy Keith B. Epic, Keith Jones. If we're doing business, a digital pie piper, and the king of unclaimed funds. And unclaimed funds is going to be the topic today. You probably seen the subject line where this is a strategy that every every real estate professional should really be incorporating it in their business. So this is why. And I'm actually going live. This is my first time actually going live on actually second time I actually went live on this on this channel. So I definitely would love to go more to be honest with you, but it's more for me a favor. Go ahead, hit that some real estate and unclaimed funds. So go ahead and do that. Like the video. Feel free to drop a comment. I always answer questions that I may get in my comments. So feel free to ask questions and definitely talk about why this is a strategy that any real estate professional should be taking advantage of. All right, so especially if you're an investor, and you're looking for an extra stream of income. Um, if you are a wholesaler, this is definitely something that you want to utilize in your business. Um, so let's talk about what it takes to first, do real estate. If you're watching this video, this probably going to be a little redundant to you, but I just want to make sure that we really, you know, uh, t- explain why this strategy, unclaimed funds, surplus funds, excess funds, whatever you want to call it, tax sales, excess funds. Why you want to be incorporating this into your business, right? So, with real estate, you're going to need, first of all, you're going to need, one or two things, and sometimes both, right? You're going to need credit, you're going to need cash, right? And sometimes you're going to need both. So you have that, right? That's definitely an obstacle that you have to overcome to get into this real estate game. You have wholesaling, which is a way as well. But I'm gonna show you why unclaimed funds is definitely a bigger money maker, especially when you're talking about your time and your resources. Uh, uh, it's just such much bigger paydays with the unclaimed funds. So I actually have real estate professionals in my course currently as students that have moved more of their business focus on this right here because there's just so much money to be made. All right, so you're going to have to get past the credit and the cash, right? Um, you once you get into the deals, you have to first be able to find those deals, right? So that's going to cost you one way or another. Um, once you get, then you have your marketing for you. Some of you guys are doing banners, posts, mailings. So now I'm gonna explain the process real quick when funds come about, and then what I'm going to do is, hopefully open your mind to something different that can really, it's going to, get put up for foreclosure by the sheriff. Usually it's called a sheriff sale. So it's going to, go up for auction. It can be same thing for commercial properties, right? So what happens is um, bidding will start, and that's when maybe a lot of you guys actually come into went up and up and up, and maybe you had to tap out, right, and say I'm out. I can't do it, but it's still going up, and you thinking that. Let's see. It looked like I'm froze. I'm just going to pause here for a second. You know, apologize, guys. I'm actually, out right now in Cincinnati, Ohio, visiting my daughter. But price is just getting outrageous, right? Or you may have been a person that actually paid a good amount for a piece of property, and if it was from a tax sale or, like I say, a mortgage, but at the end of the day, if that winning bid was higher than what was owed on that property, that excess fund difference between what it was purchased for and what was owed, that goes back to the original owner, right? Now, let's think about the conversations we're going to have, right? You have for real estate, you're either talking to one or two people, right? You're trying to talk one person into taking less for their home, right? Or you may be talking to a different person where you're trying to get more for that home, right? Again, the same things, right? You telling one person is going against really what they want to achieve. So you have that conversation. Now you having a conversation with someone that went through a foreclosure and have extra money left over. Now you're having that conversation with a person that's owed. Different types of conversations, and I think it's obvious, which conversation you'd rather have, right? And at the end of the day, there's so much money to be the industry standard. The industry standard for a professional finder is anywhere from 30 to 40%, right? So if you got someone that's owed $30,000, right? 1/3, you would be making $10,000 just connecting that person with unclaimed funds that they didn't know about to them. So that isn't easy, right? That isn't easy for someone that don't even have a clue about the money to find. It's almost impossible for them, really. If they don't know about it, they're not going to find it. They're not going to go on to their claim it in 3 to 5 years, depending on the state. So there actually is 2 to 5 years, depending on the state, right? So there's a time frame, and the county legally will make one attempt to reach out to that person, but that's all they're legally bound to do, right? So they're going to do that, but if they don't respond to that, it's going to go into their unclaimed funds, and that's where this business comes to bad. There's some good money that can be made in this, right? And so now think about this. You have this conversation with these individuals, right? One trying to get them to pay more for it. The other one, you're trying to get them to pay less or have you pay less for it, right? And you have this conversation here where they're owed money, right? So now those are two spectrums. Now, if you're a real estate person, and I don't know if you watch any of my videos or know my story, but I've been doing this a long time, and I actually learned from a couple different people. Right, the first company that I worked for with Unclaimed Funds, he was actually a realtor, right, or actually a broker, and really what he did, and at the time I knew what I was doing, but I didn't know why I was doing it, right? So I would do the unclaimed funds, making phone calls. He hired me in to do that, but sometimes he would have me go out and look at properties, but I didn't get why I was doing that, right? And what he would do is he would get in even before it go to foreclosure, right? He would get in before he go for foreclosure. So if you understand the unclaimed funds process and re-engineer it, it actually can create even more real estate deals for you. Let me give you one case study that I actually pulled from the clerk of court, and it was I pulled it up. It made me laugh because it was actually the guy that I used to work for. So it was a little funny to me. So and basically what he would do is what identify unclaimed homes going for foreclosure, particularly tax foreclosures. And then what he would do is he would reach out to them before the house got foreclosed on to him, and would pay him just a little money, and they would sign a quick claim deed. He would file his quick claim deed. Now that he got the control of the property, now he would either try and sell it, and if he couldn't sell it before the foreclosure, now what happens is when that bidding war starts, and the more the better for him, when that deal closes, now that those unclaimed funds goes to the last business owner, which would be him, and now he has really put himself in a situation where he was in a win-win situation with very low risk involved. So once you learn unclaimed funds, it will actually increase. And I have approximately 10 spots available for my course before the enrollment is shut down, and I will be doing relaunch the business. Of course, if that's the case, it's going to be a lot more for the service. So if you're thinking about it, this is definitely at 3,000 to 3,500 for the actual course. And to get the same service that you're getting with me with the mentorship, that is actually going to be 5,500 for the service that you guys, that's in the next 10 students, will be receiving with the course. So of course, I can't do personal mentorship with 1,000 people, so I definitely have to cut it off at some point. And 200 is just, for me, was just a good number. Again, if you're interested, comment below. Sign up through the website. If you would like to have a conversation, comment below. Like I said, this is not going to be the type of course where you buy the course, you never even speak with, get on a phone call and help me really just get through those barriers that you're going to have in every business. All right, guys. Well, again, thank you for your time. This is your boy, Keith B. Epic, Keith Jones, if we're doing business, the digital Pied Piper and the king of unclaimed funds. Hey, I'm signing out. Make sure you, again, subscribe, guys. I definitely want to drop more nuggets for you guys, share some of my knowledge, some of my experience, and, help other folks. So make sure you subscribe, hit the like, and definitely comment below. And if you, like I said, if you want to, reach out to me, comment, and we can have a short conversation.